Hey everyone, this is author Tamron Cox Little. If you don't know who I am the author of It Takes Two, Obtaining a Good Marriage in a Bad World. I wanted to bring your marriage tip on this beautiful Monday evening that the Lord has blessed us with. What I want to talk to you guys about today is fighting for your marriage. A lot of times, one of the biggest mistakes that people make when they're getting into a marriage is they get into the marriage with a dating mentality. They think if the marriage don't work out, I can go to the next one. But let me tell you this, you should not think that way when you get into a marriage. A marriage is more than dating. Marriage is a covenant between you, your spouse, and God. A covenant between you, your spouse, and God. And a covenant should never be broken. So, when the going gets tough, when things start to go disarray, you stick by your spouse, you stick by your husband, you stick by your wife, and you fight for your marriage. A lot of these days, it's like people don't want to fight no more. Now, don't get me wrong, marriage is a beautiful thing, but marriage is also work. And there are going to be good times in a marriage, and there are going to be bad times in a marriage. So if you're going through in your marriage right now, I want to tell you this, don't give up. You stick by your husband, you stick by your wife, and you fight for your marriage. And you're asking, how do I fight for my marriage? Well, first of all, you stick with it. You stick and you stand by your spouse's side. And you fight for your marriage with prayer. You fight for your marriage with communicating with your husband or your wife. You fight with your marriage by fasting. You fight for your marriage by reading the word of God. Fight for your marriage. You may think that it's over. It's done with. Not so quick. Don't be so quick to run out of your marriage. Don't be so quick to say, I'm going to give up. Don't be so quick to throw in the towel. Fight for your marriage. I don't know how much I can stress this enough. Fight for your marriage. There are a lot of things in this world that are working against marriages these days. Social media, for example. Temptations. It's temptations on every side. But you be strong and you fight for your marriage. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Stick by your husband. Stick by your wife and fight for your marriage. Remember the vows that you took in front of your husband, in front of your wife, and most of all, in front of God. So if you feel like giving up on your marriage, remember those vows when you said I do. Remember those vows when you said to death do us part. Remember those vows when you said in sickness and in health. Remember those vows that you said to your husband and your wife and give it another chance. Everybody deserves a second chance, and give your marriage another chance. Don't treat it as such. If it don't go right in 30 days, I'm just going to get a divorce. Don't throw that divorce word in. Don't give up on your marriage. Don't give up. So that's your marriage tip for today. Don't give up on your marriage. Fight for your marriage. That's your marriage tip for the day. I hope that you guys took something out of this. I couldn't stress it enough. It's so important to me to fight for your marriage and don't give up. And remember that you can find me here on Facebook. If you have any questions, please send me a Facebook message. I'm also on Instagram as well. Send me a DM message. It's author Tamron Cox Little, both my Instagram and Facebook pages. And if you haven't got my book, get it today at tamronlittle.com. Remember, folks, it takes two to make a marriage go right.